So I'm going to do question number 4 from the partial variation homework questions. The cost of a graduation banquet includes some fixed costs such as rent of the banquet hall, and it also depends on the number of people attending. A banquet hall for 120 people costs $1,608, while 350 people attending costs $3,770. A. What is the fixed cost? So in order to find the fixed cost, it takes a little bit. We need to first identify what the dependent variable is, what the fixed amount is, what the k value is, and what the independent variable is. We know that the f and the k are going to be numbers, and the d and the I are going to be letters. So if we read this, we can assume that the cost depends on how many people are attending. So our cost is dependent. We're going to call that C. And the number of people attending is our independent. We're going to call that P. Now here's a sticky question. What's the fixed and the K value? Who knows? What we have to do is we have to do some fancy figuring out before we can do that. It doesn't give us it directly into the question. However, what we do know is the partial variation formula, which can be written using the variables that we've selected. C equals F, some fixed cost, plus K, P. P is our independent, C is our dependent. So we're going to go from this. Now, first we're going to find K. We have in the question that 120 people costs 1,608 and 350 people cost 3,770. So we can fill in the cost and the p values for two of them. Let's do that, and let's line them up. Make sure that the bigger one is always on top. So the cost of 370, the amount, 3,770 people will get you, dollars. $3,770 equals fixed cost plus K, and we know the people attached to this amount, right? It's 350 people. Same as this one, $1,608 equals F plus K times 120. What we're going to do is we're going to subtract this guy away from this guy. $3,770 minus $1,608 is $2,162. F minus F, well, that's just 0F. That's nice because we're getting rid of that F variable, so then we just have one letter to deal with. Plus 350K minus 120K. 350 minus 120 is 230. And we're just going to flip around the variables. Instead of K 120, we're going to say the number and then the variable. You can do that. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 3 is 6. You can do that with multiplication. So I'm going to rewrite this. 2,162 equals 230K. We want to isolate this K to figure out what it is, so we divide both sides by 230. So we're going to get something that's $9.40 equals our K value. Woohoo! That means that the cost per person is $9.40. Okay, so we have K. Now what we need to do is find F. What we want to do is we want to take one of these options here and just substitute what we have for the K, because we know what that K is now. So we can say $1,608 equals F. Still don't know what that is, but we can figure it out. Plus K which we know is $9.40, times 120. Now it'll work with either one. I just chose the smaller one because it's a little bit less, the smaller numbers to work with. Now I know that this is going to be $1,608 equals F, but I can simplify this a little bit nicer. It's going to be 1 plus 1,128. I want to get this F all by itself, so I have plus 1,128, so I need to go minus 1,128. Since I do that to this side, I do that to this side too. So what we're going to get is when I go 1,608 minus 1,128, I'm going to get something that looks like 480 equals F. So this is our fixed rate. That's what the question is asking for. Now, if I were to go one step further, I would ask, what is the full equation? Well, we know our F and we know our K. So our initial one was C equals F plus KP, but we know our K. Guess what? It's $9.40, so we can substitute that into here. And guess what? We know what our F is too. So instead of saying F, we can say 480. So we're going to say C equals $480 plus $9.40 times P. So the total cost of this event is going to be the base price of $480 plus an additional per person charge of $9.40. Now, I'm not going to do the whole graphing thing. I did that pretty thoroughly with the first question. But what you need to do is you need to set up a table of values using this equation and giving different P values. So I'm not going to do B, but I will do C. The question is, find the cost for a banquet of 250 people. So we know that our P is going to be 250. What's our C? Well, let's find out. We can use this equation right here, and just instead of the P here, we can substitute 250. So we go C equals 480 plus 940 times, getting squished here, 250. And then when you do the full calculation, the total cost of that event, of an event of that size, is $2,830.